Mr. Hercule Poirot, you fancy yourself, don't you, at solving mysteries that are too difficult for our poor British police? Let us see, Mr. Clever Poirot, just how clever you can be. Perhaps you will find this not too hard to crack. Look out for Andover on the 21st of the month. Yours, etc. ABC.
Wow.
What was that? Can
Okay.
you guess?
Cool one. Okay, maybe I can help. But
Yep.
first, welcome to our Speak Langs English podcast. This
Welcome.
this is just new.
This is Sarah.
Okay, maybe I can give you guys a hint about who was this person Sarah read from his or her book. So, this person wrote or created crime scenes in sea, in air, I think in airplanes, and on trains, in a
Mm,
ship, right?
in foreign
In
countries.
islands, yes,
Yeah.
like this,
Amazing.
everywhere. Yes, and it wasn't just like any crime scene, it was the perfect one everywhere.
Yeah.
So, did you guys guess who was the person? Okay.
Okay. While you guess, let me help you. One of her, oops, I revealed the gender. Okay.
Yes.
One of her quotes or famous quotes, should I say? Okay, how should what should I pick? Okay, I am
She
searching.
has many codes, I think.
Yeah, many ones. I just want
Mm.
an interesting one. Okay, okay. Every murderer is probably somebody's old friend.
Yeah, she must have said that. Yeah.
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 Okay,
Anyways, she's a
time is
genius.
up.
Yes.
She's a genius. Yeah.
She's, I will say, three,
Okay.
two, one.
One.
Yes, she's Agatha Christie, guys. I'm sure everyone here knows her. She was and is actually, because of her books still going up until now. She's a genius for me, like for everyone, I think. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But when did you begin reading for her? Agatha Christie, I mean.
When did I begin reading? Okay. I
Mm.
think this was long time ago. I think I was at school,
Mm.
primary school. Yeah, yeah, it was primary school. I saw one of her books with my friend. It
Yeah.
was actually not the big book, but it's a very famous one. The one that called The Trap. You know it?
Yeah, this one was made into a play book, and
Yes.
many other things. I think it
Yeah.
was a movie and then a series, I think.
Yes, yes. Even we have a play
Uh,
in Arabic for this
oh
one.
yeah, I remember that.
Yes, yes, a very,
Yes.
very perfect one
Wow.
also. So when I saw this book with my friend, so I just like, I liked the cover. Back then, the cover was really good.
Mm.
So I asked her to borrow her book.
Hmm.
I think I borrowed it. I read it. Yes, and then also from the same friend, I borrowed Buddy in the Library, if you know it.
Oh,
Remember
yep.
it?
Who doesn't know
Buddy in
it?
the
The
Library? No?
body in the library.
You
His
remember the
Marple
girl?
mystery.
Yes, yes, the
Yeah.
girl that was, like discovered in the body of a girl discovered in the library. They don't know who she is, and also I
Yeah.
borrowed this one from my friend. I read it. Of course, this was Arabic translations of
Uh,
Agatha Christie's book. So because back then I couldn't read English, so I borrowed these two books from my friend. I read them, and then I become like in love with this woman's books. I
uh,
started buying them. I bought many of her books, like I don't know, I have like a whole set of the books in Arabic, like Arabic
yeah.
translations.
Yeah. Arabic translations. I think, I didn't like Arabic translations. Some of them were not good.
Back then, to be honest, I bought many of them. They were good. But I think like by time, I don't know why, but started it was like different publishing houses. So
Mm,
I don't know why, but it started to get worse. I don't know why.
yeah.
So I prefer to, refer to English ones, the original ones, as
Yeah,
we say.
definitely. By the
So
writer's words,
yes,
words themselves.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, like this. So I think first one that I read in English was Dumb Witness. If you remember it.
This was a very, very,
Yes,
very good novel.
yes, yes. A very, very
Mm,
perfect one. So first one I read in English, then I read this. I think this one that was in the desert. You remember it?
Desert.
Yes, yes.
Ah, okay, okay, okay. I forgot the name.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
Yes, yes, me
okay.
too.
It skipped my mind.
Anyway, yeah, I have it here actually in the library, so maybe I can search for it later. So I read this and
Appointment with Death.
Appointment with Death. Yeah, thank you. Okay,
Yeah.
this one. And Lord Edward Dies and Dead Man's Folly.
Um,
Like this. Yeah, really like a whole good stack, and it was better in English. Of course, the
definitely.
original writings. Yes, yes.
Definitely. Yeah, yeah. Actually, yeah. If you want to read to Paolo Coelho, for example, I think it would be best to read in Italian. If you want to read to Agatha
Mm.
Christie for Agatha Christie, I think it would be best to read in English.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with you. So this is mainly how I started reading for Agatha Christie. How about you?
I started, so you started for about 11? Were you about 11, 12 years old?
Yeah, wow. Yes, when you say it like this, yes. I think
Yeah.
I was at the age, yes.
No, I started when I was actually 22, 23.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, about that
Yes.
age. Yeah. And I started the same as you in Arabic. Then I actually like put the Arabic translation aside, then chose to read in English. It was hard at first
Mm,
because English is our second or maybe third or fourth language.
yes,
So yeah, it was very, very hard because it's not an ordinary English. It's an old English.
it
So yeah,
is.
very, very hard. But I liked it very much. It
Mm-mm.
was amazing. Every time you get shocked at the end. It was the least
Yes,
expected person.
yes, yes. Also, let's say, the design of the mystery. I love it in her
Yeah,
books. The design is,
organized,
yes, like
organized.
no one would ever be able to do this, I think.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and no one could do this, like, the same thing as she did. No, no,
Mm-hmm.
I never saw like, um, I never started a mystery book and just couldn't leave it from my hand. Just her books. Whenever I start
Uh,
one of her books, I just could not leave. I cannot really leave it until I finish, from cover to cover. Yeah, I
wow.
really cannot. Also, when I read, how may I say this? Like, I really can imagine what's happening. I imagine myself between those people in the paper.
Mm, mm.
So this is like a professional of writing. She must have been a professional person, not,
Definitely.
yes,
She's a
not an
genius,
amateur.
actually, in my
Yes,
opinion.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Like she's describing the places, describe. And usually when people read descriptions of places, they get bored. Like me either. I hate description of places, and especially when it's very long and these mountains and these, apartments, and so description of places usually in books somehow gets boring.
Actually, when you say it like that, yeah, I
Yes,
get bored
but
too.
not in her books. I don't know why.
Mm,
I don't know why. She must have
mm.
some magic.
That's
Yes.
so true,
Yes, yes.
actually.
So not in her books at all.
Uh,
Actually, on the contrary, in her books, you could imagine. When you read, you can imagine what's happening. You can imagine yourself. Ah, this vase, it's on this table. It's like on this corner. Like you could see everything through your mind, if you get what I mean.
yeah, yeah, I get what you
Mm-mm-mm.
mean, definitely.
Mm-mm-mm.
Wow.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. Why Agatha Christie? And actually, this leads to the next question. Why is she, or what makes her different? But to begin with, why Agatha Christie?
As I told you, it was with me, it was like a total full coincidence. As I borrowed the book, I liked just like the cover from
So
my
you
friend.
originally love mystery, so you borrowed the book.
Yes, I just borrowed this book. I
Mm,
liked the cover, so please give it to me. I borrowed it, I just finished it, and then I
mm.
started buying them myself.
It
I
was an
loved them.
addiction.
Yes, this one.
uh,
And what did you say, the second question?
what makes her different, Agatha Christie?
Yeah, I guess one of the reasons is what I just said. Like, really, when you read her books, you are, like, if I may say so, like, I feel like I'm drowned in the book.
Yeah,
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 like you cannot
Underwood.
get out easy.
Yeah.
I really tested it myself, I experienced it myself.
Yeah, actually,
Yes.
when I was younger, I used to like when I start a mystery. I use when I am in the kitchen, when I am in the bathroom. I just, oh, who is the killer is? Who is the
Yes.
killer is? Who is the
Yes.
killer is?
Yes,
And
before
yeah,
sleeping, yes, yes,
yeah,
thinking everywhere and trying, to create your own deduction and
yeah,
like this.
definitely,
Yes.
definitely. Uh, I think for me, يعني, what makes her different? She has a plan.
Mm.
Why? How? You know her motto, uh, who is the most uh, okay, who is the person who will get most out of this murder? Who is
Yes.
the person who will benefit from this murder? Look for the person who will benefit from this murder. This is her
Yes.
motto in every story.
Mm.
Her brain is organized. It's
Yes.
not messy. You know,
No.
nowadays, when you watch mystery movies or when you read mystery books,
Mm.
you will definitely, I don't know why, but writers begin to focus more on blood. They
Mm.
making bloodbath and maybe bloody scenes in books or movies.
Yes.
This murder maybe killed 10 people, or maybe there are some holes in the mystery. There are many holes in the mystery. But with Agatha Christie, she has a very organized mind.
Yes.
You know where she's going in the end, or she knows where she's going in the end.
Yes,
Yeah.
that now that you mentioned it, her motto, as you say, like always search for those who benefits from,
Yeah.
for those who benefit from the murder. Now I remember the ABC one. Remember it? I
Yeah.
don't want to
Yeah.
spoil it. Yes,
Yeah.
but really this one like was the big example of or about this one, this motto, like search for a person who will benefit really from the dead man's death
Yeah.
or something like this. And
Actually, when you mention ABC, everybody knows ABC murders. But for me,
yeah.
every and each novel has its own character and is very unique in its own.
Yes.
Yeah, I like every niche story of hers.
Yes. Also, the way, I don't know how to describe this other point of what makes her special, but the way she wraps up, you know, the way she wraps up the story, it's
Uh,
like really when you read, it's like you are having like a net of threads, if you get what I mean.
Spider's Web.
Like this, and they are not really organized. These threads
Uh-huh.
are not really organized, and then when she gets to the end, she starts wrapping up, getting every thread like alone so that you can see it, you can check it, you can, you know tie
Like
them together.
Miss Marble's knitting.
Yes, yes, maybe this relates actually.
Yeah,
Yes, yes, maybe
yeah,
we can relate this. Yes, of course, I love this part about her. Like, you can, how can I say, your mind feels satisfied after you finish a book of
yeah,
hers.
yeah,
Your mind, yes, doesn't feel like you wasted your time or you just like, what did I just read? Like this, what was nonsense? Or no, you just feel this satisfaction in your mind and, like um, as a reader also. I don't know, like there
you
is a
know,
this
yeah,
feeling.
yeah,
Yes, yes.
definitely, definitely.
Mm, mm,
You know, it's a huge responsibility, especially for a mystery writer, to to يعني, to, to specify the murderer. It's a huge responsibility. Either it will make the reader despise you forever or love you forever. It's a huge responsibility to wrap up the story,
yes,
to make it like worth it. Like
Mm.
I went through maybe 200 pages. I went through 300 pages. You have to make it as a writer, as an author, you have to make it worth it for me as a reader.
Yes,
Wow,
yes, I
that's a
agree
huge
with you.
responsibility.
Yes, yes, like I didn't waste my time. I didn't really waste
Yeah.
my money buying this book. Yes, 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 I
Yeah.
agree with you. Yes, I agree with you.
Amazing. Wow.
Yes.
No, I
Mm.
love her really. She's a genius. For me, at least. That's my humble opinion.
Yes, same here.
Okay. So, the natural question. What's your favorite book? Of hers, of course.
Okay, if I may say so, but really, I love all her books. I
Yeah, me
really
too.
love, oh, yes, all
Yeah.
her novels. Yeah, I cannot choose right now, but no, I cannot choose.
I cannot choose.
But
Oh.
I think if I may specify maybe part of them, the ones that are solved by or led by Hercule Poirot. His books
Wow.
are the best for me.
Oh.
Mm-mm-mm.
His cases.
Yes, yes, his cases, yes.
Ah, when you mention that, I love Harley Quinn. I know it's unusual,
Yes, he's not really very famous like Hercule
but
Poirot.
I loved, uh, especially the first. I think it was the first book that Mr. Harley Quinn appeared in, the mysterious Mr. Harley Quinn.
Mm-mm.
I
You
loved
told
it.
me about him. I really didn't read actually about
Yeah,
him or watched him. Mm-mm-mm.
my favorite character ever. Yeah.
Yes, actually, she has many main detectives in her books,
Yep.
more than people know. Like, I know Miss Marple, I know Hercule Poirot.
These are the two main characters.
Yes,
Yes.
also there are these two married people, the
Um,
couple. What were their names?
uh, Tommy and Tuppence.
Tommy and Tuppence, and who else? Harley
Detective
Quinn.
Harley Quinn and the Detective Inspector Cass,
Yes, I think, yes.
Hardcastle, maybe,
Maybe,
maybe.
yes, yes, in this. I
Yeah,
think, yeah, the same name maybe. So she really has like many characters, and sometimes you will find,
standalones.
yes, yeah, you'll find no
Mm.
characters like this famous one. Then there were no one in
Oh,
this
it
book.
was amazing.
Yes, in this book, I just don't remember there was any detectives. No, because and then there was no one. So yeah, okay, I don't want to spoil it. Anyways,
It
yes,
was very good.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I like
mm,
this book very much. And as usual, the murderer will be a shock to everyone who read the
yes,
book. Yeah,
yes, yes. The last one you'd suspect.
always,
Yes.
always.
Yes, like this.
Uh, what
Eh,
else?
Another good part also of her books, um, like the psychology of people. I love
Yeah,
this part. I love this part a lot. Always Hercule Poirot depends, especially Hercule Poirot. That's why I really prefer his books. He depends on people's psychology, like how would these people react if he does so? How would they, act if he like showed them this picture, if he showed them this evidence, this. So I love
mm,
this part about using psychology all the time.
actually, Hercule Poirot in himself was an unusual character, a very unusual old
Yes.
man, single, but very, very, very smart,
Sharp.
sharp,
Yes.
knows from. I think he got used to dealing with people by time, maybe.
Yes, yes.
He has a very mysterious background. You know very little about him.
You just know that he was like an officer before. He was
Officer
a
of in
police
Belgium.
officer before, but just he retired maybe, and
Yeah,
then
you know very
he
little
went to
about his
London.
background.
Yes. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
You
it
don't really
just
get
come
to know
from.
more about him. Yes, yes.
Exactly. He came from somewhere. Yeah, I like this.
Mm,
I like this.
yes.
Miss Marple also. It's like the ones that she really went into their background were Tommy and Tuppence and no, Mr. Harlequin was the most mysterious of all.
Really.
Yeah, I think he's okay. I'm going to
Okay.
spoil anything. I'm
Okay.
not going to spoil anything tonight. All
Yes.
right. Uh,
So let's have one last question here. Would you prefer, or which do you prefer, the books or the movies and the dramas?
books. Definitely books.
Mm,
Uh,
really? I think for me, like I watched all kinds of. movies also, and I read books, and
I don't like the very new ones.
yes, I was going to say
Mm,
so. It depends actually
mm,
on the version of the movie
mm.
because there are old ones if you remember them. The series, the old one.
Hugh Fraser and David
Yes, and David
Suchet.
Sushi. I love this one. Love
Mm.
it, really. These ones were really perfect.
Really, David Suchet played the role perfectly. Like every time I
Yes.
try to imagine Mr. Hercule Poirot, he appears in my mind.
Yes, yes. You know
Yeah.
what? Like when I buy a book nowadays of Agatha Christie, I choose the ones that has him on the cover.
Ah,
Yes, I like
really?
this. Yes, yeah, because
Oh,
like this is the image I get about Hercule Poirot. That's
ah.
why. Also, their audiobooks.
No, I am a very restless person. I can't sit and read
Yes,
quietly, so I prefer audiobooks. So
yes,
yeah, Hugh
yes,
Fraser
yes.
definitely.
Yes, yes,
Hugh
their
Fraser.
audiobooks are
Mm.
really, like I can say comfortably, they make it unique audiobooks. You
Yep.
cannot listen to other audiobooks after listening to them.
No, 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 never,
Yes,
never.
after listening to
Mm,
theirs, no,
mm.
wow. Who are these people? Like they
Because
made it perfectly.
yeah, because the actors of the drama they made the audiobooks, so actually they like professionals in
Yes,
Agatha Christie's stories. So yeah, no
yes, yes.
one can pass them ever.
Yes, yes, I agree with you. Okay, wow. I think we spoke about Agatha Christie a lot
Yeah,
today. We
that was
love her
long.
really. Yes, we love her books. Yes, yes.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
genius. Okay. So, would you like to add anything else? Would you like to add
No,
anything else?
I think that's enough for
Yeah.
today.
Okay.
Maybe if we have something else to add, we'll make another episode because really, really,
Yes.
I think yani words doesn't end when it comes to Agatha.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, I think words will not be enough to speak about these genius people, whether Agatha Christie herself, the actors, David Suchet and Hugh Fraser, they really made like a perfect thing. Yeah, I'm never, let's say, I'm never bored watching their old drama, old series.
Yeah.
I just repeat it. I love it like all the
For me,
time.
I think it's books and audiobooks. Yeah, I don't like
Yes.
dramas very much. In
Mm.
general. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
That's one personal. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
So,
That's the end of
yes.
our recording today.
Yes, don't forget guys to subscribe to our channel and like our videos if you please. And
Yeah.
see you next time.
And also, if you have anything you want to comment about, anything that you think will benefit our channel more or make it more popular, of course, you are welcome to put it in the comments below. And for me too, see you guys.
See you. Bye
Goodbye.
bye.